Welcome to Radical U TV, a show that helps us stay smart and adaptable, keeps us laughing, keeps us learning, and lets us lean over and ask, why does my dinner make me feel so fucking horny?
That big economy disintegrate from our quarantine and work out what we've got to do. It's time for Radical U. Generate our own energy, grow food with our communities. I might just start a cult or two and call it Radical U. Sexy Radical U. It's time for Radical U 2.
Radical U is not recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Hi, I'm Grant. I should be on tour right now, travelling around the country with my double bass, singing my silly songs about how silly human beings can be, i.e. Tories, but obviously I can't be doing that, so I'm putting all my energy into this, Radical U TV, an oasis of intelligent joy, where we can make friends, make jokes, make songs, say some silly things, say some smart things, and share it about, and hopefully have something at the end of it that's growing and helps keep our healthy mentals healthy. Of course, one of the most at-risk groups of losing all their shit is rock stars. Luckily, Zan Kitten is here with some tips and advice on how to keep yourselves rocking out whilst in lockdown. Zan's also recorded it to show like I've thrown over to her on the TV like a live broadcast, but I'm not going to do that. I'm a rebel. So I'm just going to say, Zan, congratulations on getting over your recent bout of explosive arse bombs.
Thanks, Grant. Now, during these troubled times of COVID-19, lots and lots of people are finding themselves unable to work. Lots of the world's most famous musicians and rock stars are finding themselves suddenly unable to perform. And that means they need to find new ways to cope with living an ordinary life. During these times, it's very important to establish and maintain a routine.
Hier kommt die Sonne frei. Hier kommt die Sonne. Sie ist der hellste Stern von allen vier. Hier kommt die Sonne von früh.
One good way of keeping to your routine is to make sure that you get dressed every day and properly dressed for work. That'll help you feel like life is a bit more normal. Perfect. There. Ready for work now. It's important to wear your AAA laminate at all times, otherwise there might be rooms in your house you're not allowed into.
Du hast mich. Du hast mich.
Thanks so much to Rich Kingston of Young Rascal Design for sending that in. I believe it's dedicated to a man out there called Dominic Cummings, if you're watching. Now we have two videos, coincidentally both filmed by men in graveyards. The first is from Stuart Blakeledge about a fascinating and forgotten character from Southampton's rich history. Check this out.
The Southampton Old Cemetery is filled with pathways, plants, animals, lovely old buildings, birds that fuck off the moment you try and start filming, and tons of dead people. One such resident was Edward Askew Southern, a comedian. Born in Liverpool on April Fool's Day in 1826, Edward spent most of his life travelling the UK and the US with his rather successful stage show. Although this brought him much fame and fortune, it wasn't what he was actually renowned for. That was practical jokes. Like the time he invited someone he'd just met to a dinner party with 15 other people, who after drinks were served, promptly broke out into a 15-person brawl, smashing the entire restaurant, throwing chairs and throwing various bottles of booze around. In an attempt to reassure his new friend, he promptly tapped him on the leg and said, "Don't worry, old boy, I'm sure he'll be blowing over in a few minutes," and then promptly carried on with his meal, much to the dismay of his brand new friend. It was made a bit worse when he told his new friend the entire thing had been staged just for shits and giggles. He was so famous for practical jokes that no one turned up to his funeral because everyone thought he was making it up. His widow had to put a post in the local newspaper saying to his friends that yes, he was actually dead and no, he wasn't joking, thanks for all the flowers. In one last coincidental touch, Edward Askew Southern's wonky grave appears to be leaning casually against the tree that it's next to, in a sort of casual, laughing way like even he doesn't believe he's really dead. Alongside Edward, there are hundreds of people with hundreds of stories and brilliant names such as Martha Cheeseman and Betty Meatyard Clark. It would be nice to know the story of how Betty got her magnificent nickname, but I guess we'll never know.
I had absolutely no idea about him. All I knew about was Benny Hill. Next up we've got Tom, an ecologist and musician from Wiltshire. He's been hanging out in graveyards for something a bit more alive.
Lichens. An introduction. I'm in a graveyard. Yeah. I'm going to show you some lichens. Lichens are weird because they're like a mix of an algae and a fungi, right? Algae's in the middle, crusty bits the fungi over the top. I think these days they think it's like an algae, and a fungi. The scientific name comes from the fungi. See, lichens are like a little ecosystem. They're not really a species. Living in symbiosis. Graves. They live in all sorts of places, but they're quite easy to kind of spot on graves. Yeah, particularly old graves. Where there'd be old graves, there'd be lichens. And an ash tree, apparently. Ash tree. Looking good, aren't they? Lichens. A little bit of blue sky thinking for you there. It's time for a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Ben Dlugokecki, singer-songwriter / local legend and lead singer of Southampton band Dlugokecki. I saw Grant was doing this project, I had to get involved, and I thought, well, what could I offer? I could offer my talent for free. I thought I could support local businesses and people that are struggling in these times. So what I've done is I've put out on Facebook a little advert. If anybody wants a radio advert or a jingle written, that I would do it. But the catch is I've only got 15 minutes to write and record each of the adverts. So here's the first one. Go. Okay, I've done it. Here it is. Do you and the lads and the ladies want to have a good night out? Well, you know where to go. You know what to do. Get yourself on down to the Traveller's Rest in Hythe. It's like Wetherspoons, but really good. If it's raining, it doesn't matter, because they've got a bit indoors. Inside, they've got a jukebox. And they have views just like Jurassic Park. So come on down, come meet Ryan, and come see the team, the Traveller's Rest, in Hythe. It's just like going to Isla Nebula, but you don't get eaten by dinosaurs, and there actually aren't any dinosaurs, and the pub's really good, and I think they do Foster's.
I'm happy that I get to spend my time with you today. We can drink tea and be together till we grey. There's lots of very noise, information in my head. I keep trying to forget all the bad things I've read. The sun is shining and spring is nearly here. I had a dream about us in a field this time next year.
Welcome back. That last clip was sent to us by the famous artist Birdy Rose from Southampton. It's beautiful. And you could be a part of it too. Just come up with an idea, film it. It can be a weekly episode or just a singular thing. As long as it's 45 to 90 seconds long, then send it via Dropbox or whatever the fuck you like to info@grantsharkey.com. And if you get it in by Wednesday, it will hopefully be included on the next Monday show. But don't worry too much, I'm not a Nazi. Now it's time to ask the eternal question. Where's Dave?
Where's Dave? Which Dave will it be? Let's find out.
I have to stop it here because Adam's used a piece of copyrighted music in his clip, which I didn't pick up on, but I'm sat here editing this Sunday before it's released, and so I'm just gonna have to do like a little overdub of pretending that I'm Adam Gaterell doing the Where's Dave. So we'll just go from here. I'll try and stick me in a little box in the corner. So we've asked which Dave's it gonna be. I press play. It's gonna be. That's right. It's David Attenborough. Yeah. Now, where's David Attenborough? What do you reckon he is? Looks. It doesn't look like he's in the wild. It's definitely a city. He's having a good look around. Now, where do you reckon Dave is? He's just graduated from there. Oh yeah. Oh, David Attenborough's in the red light district. You guessed correctly. Naughty David Attenborough, says Adam. Naughty.
Staying smart and adaptable.
Man school, it's a man school. It's for men who need a man school. It's not a boys school, that's for boys fool. This is a man school where you learn to be a man. Ha!
Hi, welcome to Man School. Today's letter comes from someone who's written Trump 2020 on their letter. It reads, Oi! I'm a middle-aged man what used to love a fight at the football. Now I have loads of angry feelings and I don't know what to do with them. I'm scared of being nice. I'm not soft. Well, dear reader, have you tried getting a shed or a hobby? One of my biggest dreams, especially getting older, is to just have a lathe in a shed. And to be a nice old man and then die.
Man school, it's a man school. It's for men who need a man school. It's not a boys school, that's for boys fool. This is a man school where you learn to be a man. Ha!
Serenity, peacefulness, calm. That's what Owen from Wales wants to give us in this next clip as he takes us on a journey that we're all on together. To sit back and relax and let his soothing voice transport you.
Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to the first instalment of The Art of Making the Perfect Glass of Milk with me, your host, Owen. These short series of films will cover the three main aspects of making the perfect glass of milk. The glass, the milk, and the most important part of the entire endeavour, you. That's right, because you are the most important part of this entire process. Coming up in the second episode, we'll be discussing the first aspect of making the perfect glass of milk, the glass. And here is a sneak preview of the glasses that I'll be discussing. So join me next time on The Art of Making the Perfect Glass of Milk. And until then, take care.
Keeping a lovely Welsh vibe going, the band Javelin have sent in a song saying, we haven't got a video for it, maybe you could just stick some stuff over it like I'm some sort of fucking performing monkey. But luckily at the time I was tempuraing some vegetables with some flour and some fizzy water and some hot oil. So this is the video that we created together. It's called Tempura. Not really. Here's Javelin with even more shit.
Fill your life up with shit you don't need. Get some online dating, getting ready to breed. Get a pet, get a plum, get a nappy and strife. A holiday a year and a mortgage for life. Fill your life with shit you don't need. I just got a lot for shit you don't need.
Anyone homeschooling right now knows exactly how hard it is, and maximum respect for those of you doing it. Here's a video from the United States sent in by an expert on how bad parenting can really fuck up your kids.
You know, what's that? You have mommy and daddy issues? Oh my god, I learned everything I know from my father. Oh god, I promised I wouldn't cry. Oh, daddy. Oh god, I think I've shit myself. Oh god, sorry, daddy.
When blurry-eyed and the phone screen light says delivered at specific time, I check the porch, I check the street, I check the bin all around my feet. No parcel in existence, though the email does protest. Can't see it in the distance, but it is correct address. I tried to phone, I tried to chat, but no success, no need for that. Apparently it was signed for by me at my front door. I don't remember being there, for early mornings I abhor. I make complaints, I push constraints, I argue until I'm almost faint, but apparently I'm wrong, I could not have been asleep. I definitely signed for the item, I'm just being cheap. Having given up complaining and Argos covering costs, I get a phone call from a man, he has something I have lost. 6 months after it was delivered, a whole winter in the wild, my parcel has been found, brought to me from exile. It turned up on a porch, found when cleaning gutters 16 miles from my address. That's Hermes, the man mutters. So I clearly hadn't signed. It wasn't even near my home. The parcel had survived the winter, many layers of moss had grown. And the moral of this story is that Hermes are utter shit. Don't trust them in the slightest. They're a bunch of lazy gits.
And that poem from Adam wraps us up for this week's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone that's contributed and sent in their videos, they're all brilliant. And remember, you can too. Just come up with an idea and send it to info@grantsharkey.com and make sure it's 45 to 90 seconds long, but don't worry too much. Just make it fun. Have some fun with it. Before we go, here's a little look at the political weather for the week coming. There's a strong chance of fascism in the southeast, and there's a quiet acceptance that the UK government are escaped clowns from shitshow circus in the rest of the country. Thanks for watching. Please like, follow, share, subscribe. Have a party and watch it. Share it to a friend you don't like. You can also donate via the PayPal and Patreon links below. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon. Until next week, stay smart and adaptable. Should be on fucking tour right now.
be practical, and it's gotta have pockets. Gotta have a pouch and straps and stay up when I'm farming. It's gotta be sturdy, and it's gotta be funny. Gotta have enough room to fit in everybody. Stepping out in my purple dungarees, everybody in the street has to stop and stare at me. I start dancing in my purple dungarees, and everybody gathers near and starts dancing with me. A sexy woman dances close. She says, hey, you're the leader we've been waiting for. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? She says, you should start the cult of the purple dungarees, and we'd all follow you, 'cause you're smart and funny, and we'll all die for you and leave you all our money. And I'm like, that's not really what it's all about. She says, we'll all have sex with you if you start a cult. And I'm like, we're the cult of the purple dungarees. Everybody here is gonna have facts with me. Yeah, that sex part is not mandatory. Just grab a pair and put them on and follow me to a field in the moonlight and make a promise to live a good life. Naked boy.